to The Way I See It. I'm Seth Dunn, and I really appreciate you joining me today for a little video clip that I do weekly just called The Way I See It. So for this week, tomorrow here in the United States is what we call Veterans Day. And for many of you may know that this is a day in which in the United States we honor those who have served in wars that this country has fought in. And, it's not hard for me to say thank you. Thank you to all the veterans who have served in wars on behalf of this nation. And I'll take it a step further. Thank you to all of those who have served in our armed forces. Uh, Man, I am just incredibly grateful. There are those that, have literally given their lives, and there are those that have put their lives on their line and paid a pretty big price. And I'll take it a bit further and say there's families that because your loved ones have gone and served, and maybe you've even lost a loved one, but most certainly you've sacrificed in that there's been times when they haven't been around for months at times, or even years maybe, because they're off serving our nation and fighting for our freedom and our way of life. And my goodness, that's incredible because I feel very honored to live in this nation and in this time in history. I'm a history buff, so I love history. And I know because I've studied history that this is a very honored time to live, and the freedom that we have to do what we do, to live the lives that we live. Man, it's incredible. Honestly, it really is. And so to say thank you for your service is very easy for me to do because I'm very honored that you would sacrifice in the way you have in order that I might live the way I do. That's awesome. And then not to in no way am I trying to slight those comments, but I want to take it to another step. I also, as many of you know, I've served for many years as a Christian, as a believer in Jesus Christ, and as a minister of the gospel. I have served in the area of missions. I've done that by choice. I've traveled to many countries. In my case, it wasn't long-term placements, but it was short-term. What really drove me, and still does to some degree. In fact, we will be offering a mission trip through Open Fields Church this year, which we'll be announcing details on that before long here. I love the experience of traveling to another culture, to another nation, to serve alongside missionaries and pastors in a way that benefits them, and to take people with me and have them experience this along with me, because it's life-changing all the way around. Life-changing to those we go to, and life-changing to those of us that go. And that's why I dedicated 25 plus years of my life to that form of ministry. And in that process, I met some amazing people, and certainly, again, because I love history, there were many people that over the years that I've learned about, some that I met, some that have gone before me, that have given their lives for the sake of the gospel. Right? Very similar to our veterans that have served in our armed forces. They've served in honor of and in pursuit of the gospel being proclaimed, and most importantly, disciples being established in many nations. There's several people that I knew personally have gone before me. They've passed on, and I have amazing memories of them and the things they did for the sake of the gospel. And in many ways, just like those that have served in our armed forces, they are heroes of the faith, and heroes of the gospel. And that I want to honor today as well and say thank you. Thank you for serving. Then there are those that are still serving, those that I know today, and that people I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for serving. Thank you for participating in the gospel in a way that disciples are established in every nation. And it's happening. It really is. I know there's a lot discouraging in our world today. Man, there's wars and rumors of wars and so much stuff going on. Our economy has been challenging, and inflation rates. I just read an article yesterday that in the last 5 years, the cost of our Thanksgiving, which is coming up soon as well, our Thanksgiving meals have gone up by 60% in cost in 5 years. Well, that's just wonderful. But the reality is, God is good, God is kind, He is providing for us each and every day. And there's so much good going on. And the gospel is being proclaimed in every nation, and hearts and lives are turning to Him. People are becoming disciples. And I am just so thankful for that. And I'm thankful for those of you serving in that way. So, to finish this up, thank you, those that have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. I'm very grateful for you. Man, I get to live the life that I do in part because of you and your service. Thank you. And for those that are serving in the gospel, that are proclaiming it around the world, who are participating in the development of disciples in every nation, thank you. I am honored to be on your team. I'm honored to be in this with you, and I'm just very grateful. Because this is a U.S. holiday, I'm honored to be an American. I'm honored to be a Christian and to serve in the way that I serve. So God bless you all. Listen, that's the way I see it. It's a privilege and a delight to come to you and to just share with you briefly. And hey, I'll see you again next week. God bless you all.